most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
San Diego State's head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Aztecs ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the gun, the running back looking for room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a three-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Martin will throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. On the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty. The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Fresno State 7, San Diego State 0.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Running inside, it's Sutton. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. And the Aztecs want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. This time he's got his man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Man, I don't always give credit to quarterbacks, but what an unbelievable job, man. Like, not great protection. He sees the blitz, understands he's about to get hit, but still delivers the strike on 3rd down and moves the chains. Unbelievable job by the QB.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Sutton. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays through.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown Aztecs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Martin back to pass. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. The 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they swarm him under. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They're setting up the screen. Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. They're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Bring in the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, San Diego State. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll try it again. Could be an alley. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Martin will throw it. Back open in the middle.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Going for the marker on the ground. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches, and they didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's reeled in. It's Sutton. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutton. Now San Diego State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Touchdown, Aztecs! A great catch in the end zone.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Fresno State, 7.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Gators, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Napier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. Running inside. It's Sutton. Finding some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The play action fake. And they can't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the outside. Spins away from one. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground, and that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
The Aztecs will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Shakes off the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Strong, firm tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Aztecs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Sutton. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Martin back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Got the quick pass. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score.
Number 38, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Sutton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Sheffield. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. Bully ball on third and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Finds him out of the backfield. That's a fumble on the play. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Here's a give to Washington. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Give to Washington again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll give it to Washington. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Sends it back in motion. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game and things look dire, to be candid. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the field. All the way down inside the 15, but we see a marker on the field. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in spade.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Ripping through the defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Coming out with it, it's McClain. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Martin will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Fresno State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well,
makes the grab in their space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give on the inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Might as well stick with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line, and I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Running inside, it's Ramirez. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.